Hi, today I would like to show you all around and introduce you to all of my houseplants. So this is the first plant. This is my pothos. I just hang it from the ceiling here in this corner, and it's directly under or over the heater, and it's fine with that, which is nice. But it's sort of trailing down, so it has some variegation. Doesn't need water that often, which is pretty nice, just like once a month or so, and has this big pot, and it's pretty happy. And since I got it, I think I got it initially, it was about here, and so then you can see that it's grown a few feet. And then over here I have another pothos. So this pothos I call Popsicle. You can see that it's on this wooden frame or stick frame that I made and just lashed together with some string. And so Popsicle has actually gotten too long, or a little long, and you can see that it's sort of looping over at this one spot. And so eventually I'll have to decide where I want the rest of Pothos to go once it starts growing again, or Popsicle. And then over here I have 3 other plants. So first I can show you my money tree here. It has a little star shaped figurine, and you can see it got a little dried out, so it has a few yellow leaves, but it's still going strong. Yeah, and so these plants here, or these 3, all get direct light in the afternoons when it's not cloudy like today. And they're in a west-facing window. And so yeah, and hold on a sec, I can show you this plant here lights up. So there we go. So yeah, so it lights up sort of like a Christmas tree. Yeah, and then so next to Penny, right here, this is Pabu. So Pabu is an avocado tree. You can see it has some new growth coming in. So yeah, Pabu also has a friend right here. It's just some clover. And so yeah, at one point, Pabu dried out and I cut it off. Right here, I thought it might branch out, but it didn't. And it just sort of grew up this way, but it's still growing strong, and so I'm just leaving it alone for now. Yeah, so then this here is my Norfolk Island pine, called Piney. And so we can see it has an ornament here, which is a little reindeer. And then on the other side, yes, here's a mushroom with sparkles. So yeah, all these plants like the direct sunlight. Yeah, and then that's it for all the plants that I have over here by my west-facing window. Now we are in my bathroom by the shower, and we have this east-facing window. And so here are my plants. This plant, I call it taproot. I think it might be some sort of corn plant, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. This here in the middle is a ZZ plant that was given to me because it wasn't doing too well. I think it was overwatered. You can sort of see the fungus that's growing on top here. So I'm just gonna let it dry out, and then it should come back. And then next to that I have a ZZ plant. I call this plant Poi. And so yeah, there you can see it's doing well. Although initially I overwatered it, and then so I let it dry out, but now it has a few, you can see brown spots that resulted from that, but it's doing well now. And over here, this is pumpkin. Pumpkin is Ming aralia. Pumpkin is not like the winter. You can see sort of has these dried leaves, but it likes the summer a lot, so it'll spring back when there's more sunlight and it's warmer. And you can see here I have a little wick and a jar that I use during the summer, sort of as a self-watering system because it gets very thirsty during the summer. And then finally over here, I have a parlor palm. It's called Parlor. And so, see, it's a little crispy. It got a little crispy at the start of the winter, but it's doing well, and it has a lot of green leaves and new growth since when I first got it. So that's it for the east facing plants that I have. All right, so now we're in my kitchen, and this is a south facing window. It gets some direct sunlight during the winter, but not during the summer. As you can see, it has there's a ledge up here that blocks the sunlight during the summer. And so these are my plants. So first over here we have padfoot, which is a succulent, and it was given to me. There's just one leaf, but you can see it's starting to grow out now, and hopefully one day it'll be nice and big. And this here is my croton. You can see it has some new growth coming in. And yeah, so I call my croton pretzel. And then next to pretzel is pickle, which is my jade plant. You can see here. And then these are my 3 cilantro plants. It's more than 3 because there are multiple of these yellow flowering cilantro plants. Well, yeah, so we also have this one that's red, and then this orange one. And then next to those plants are my cacti. So here is cacti, Amalia elongata cactus, and then we have these 2 barrel cacti, which I call pow pow. And then finally, we have some plants over here. So we have this philodendron plant, Phil, and then Phil Jr., who I hope will one day grow up this moss pole. And then here we just have lucky bamboo. It's been in this water for like 1.5 years now. So I think it's drying out probably because it wants to be planted in the soil. But yeah, so these are all of my plants over here. And so yeah, that's it for this section. So now we are by my other south facing window. So these are my plants here. So I have purple, which you can see here, it's an inchplant or a spiderwort plant. And then here's just a tomato plant and some pepper plants that just sprouted in my compost, so I planted them. And then next to those plants, over here, so this is Popsicle Jr., which is a cutting from Popsicle, who I showed you earlier. And then we have this umbrella tree, I call parasol here, and then there's just a piece of paper to prevent direct light from hitting parasol. And then down here by my feet on the ground, so we have this peace lily, which I call Peace. And then this is Pinky, which I believe is a Chinese evergreen. And then the other plants that I have, so here, this is Putty. Putty is a new plant that I just got. It's a rubber plant. And then this used to be a fiddle leaf fern, but all of the leaves fell off. But I'm hoping it might come back to life. And so that's why I still have it and I'm watering it. So yeah, and then I have this self-watering system here, just a wick and a jar of water that I refill that used to keep this plant ficus alive, but the water dried out when I was away, and so that's why the plant dried out. But I'm also trying a self-watering system here for putty, and so I'll see how that works. yeah, so this is all of the plants that I have over here. So I hope you enjoyed seeing them. So I hope you liked seeing the plants that I had to show you today. You know, mashed those buttons or something. But see you next time.